Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great day. I know I am getting closer and closer to Thanksgiving. It'll be a normal day for me, only because I'll be here making videos still and replying to comments. So I hope everybody does have a great Thanksgiving day, as it's just a couple days away. So today I wanted to take a few minutes to talk about how quick precious metals can go up and how it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. I'm going to show you guys something pretty amazing too in this video that you guys, this is an old receipt that someone had actually ordered this item, and I told them, hey, order it. If you don't want it, I'll give you your money back for it. And if you like it, great, you can add it to your collection. And he's not a gold stacker, he's a silver stacker. But what's cool was when he had got it, I asked him for the receipt, if that was all right. It didn't have any personal information on there. And I already knew the guy personally, so I was like, oh yeah, and he said, cool, so I got to get the receipt. You're going to be blown away when you see this receipt. Really, you will be, I think. So also, I want to take a few minutes to talk a little bit about just what's going on overseas. I actually did a short video last night, a 1-minute short video, and the stock market, they are taking huge hits. They're saying that it's because the dollar is strengthening, and that's causing basically their markets. People are pulling capital out of their markets, and to a certain point, I believe that is what's happening, but also there's a lot of youth that are getting destroyed in this bull market, and some of them are literally crying. I've been watching TikTok videos on these people that are just literally bawling that they're losing everything they've worked hard to achieve. And you know, some of them are like, you know, it's easy to understand when you're in a bear market to you know, you don't gamble as much. Essentially, you don't invest as much because you know that it's risky. But when you're in a bull market, you know, these people thought it was safe to put everything they had in a bull market, and cryptos are in a bull market right now. I won't lie. They have had an amazing jump. However, we have seen a nice little pullback on Bitcoin. Now, I think this is just the start of what we're going to see, but I know there are some subscribers out there that say you're not giving it enough credit, and maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm a little more biased because I've been stacking precious metals for a while, and I'm one of these people that I bet big. I bet big on stuff when I think something's going to happen, and I think it's not really betting when you're putting your money in precious metals. And I'm going to show you why I say that. So taking a quick, if you enjoyed today's video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me, help me out, help me get some good numbers today. Leave me a comment, let me know your thoughts on gold, silver, Bitcoin, whatever. And if you enjoy the video and you're new to the channel, please take a quick minute, hit that subscribe button, help me out. And if you want to become a member, we will be going live within a week. It's right around the corner now. Any day we're going to be going live in the evening. Most likely it will probably be Friday or Saturday night. And we'll be going live and giving away a nice free piece of silver for one lucky member. So if you're not a member and you'd like to become a member, please hit that join button below. It's only $1.99 and it's well worth it. A lot of cool perks. So taking a look, I got to make sure one last time that there's nothing personal on here. So take a look at this real quick. So what do we got here? We got a $50 1-ounce gold American Eagle bullion coin and a 1-ounce silver American Eagle MS-70 signed by Don Everhart. For those of you that don't know what that is this right here. I have this still in my possession, and there it is. It's a nice coin. It was, well, you're going to see in a minute. It was free. Boom. So, company was running a special. If you bought this 1 ounce of gold for $1,740, you could get this 1-ounce Eagle for free. Now, to me, I said, what is spot? Spot at the time was $1,740 at the time of actually making this call. And so it was a great opportunity. I thought, you know, I was like $1,740, I'll take my chance. I ordered one. I had a couple of friends order one. If you've been following the channel for a while, you remember when this all went down. And basically he said when he got it, he's, you know, I still think silver is going to do better. I'd rather have silver, and you can end up taking this package and it was pretty cool. So 1740, and I ended up picking up an ounce of gold, and I also got the free silver eagle. So he did it as a favor for me, and I was super helpful. Now, someone might ask how long ago. May 11th, 2021. So it's been a little while. I won't say it was like recently, but this just goes to show how precious metals will continue to climb. I mean, you're talking a 50% climb in, let's see, 21 to 22, 22 to 23, 23 to 24 to about 3.5 years. I mean, 50% for 3.5 years, I would say that puts you right on track. The average person says that if you get a good investment, you should be able to double it in 8 years I think it's 7 or 8 years at a 10% climb with compounding interest. And here's the thing, this is essentially compounding. As it continues to climb, a lot of people out there don't really like precious metals still. And it's kind of funny to me because it's got a proven track record. I know right now in the short video, I actually will post the link to both the short video and to the video that I got a lot of the information from on what's going on in China, where they're talking about it. And a lot of people are just devastated. This one girl made a comment. She goes, it's almost like the rally never really even happened. Why? Because people just lost the majority of what they gained this year. And that happens a lot. We've seen that happen before with Bitcoin. We've seen it happen with stocks where stuff can literally go bust fairly quick. I know there's a lot trending right now on Bitcoin about how Bitcoin, is going to continue to climb higher and higher. And I think that people need to be extremely cautious because now you're getting in after a lot of people have made a lot of money. It has had an amazing year. And this is where I see people get damaged the most. And it can happen with anything, even gold and silver. But gold and silver has not gone up a tremendous amount, I don't believe, to where there's room to be damaged. If you had told me that in 2011, you just bought in at $50 silver, and after it just gone up 10x on your money, then I might question it. I might say, man, you need to be careful. If silver right now was $150, I would question if it's wise to be buying. I'd also question if it's wise to be selling. A lot of people sold their positions at $35, and they're sitting on the sidelines right now. I won't say laughing, but they're thinking it's going to come back down. And it's going to come down hard. But how much can it really come down when you really think about it? I mean, I had someone ask me one day, you never sell your silver? I trade my silver once in a while. And the money that I save from what I traded, and I'll give you an example. Let's just hypothetically say I'm about ready to spend $50 on a new tire. And someone sees that I collect silver, or I talk to them about it, and I offer them some American Silver Eagle for the tire. I had someone ask me one day, why would you do that? Why would you get rid of real money instead of just giving them the crappy money, the dollars? And because the reason for that is I know that I can find another American Silver Eagle to replace that one for less than $50. Now, does it mean that guy got burned that traded me the tire for it? No. That guy traded real money that he never would have gotten into before. But now he has an opportunity to take that, give up the tire, and put it away. What would he have done if I just given him the $50? Well, I would have kept my Silver Eagle. And over time, that Silver Eagle would be worth a lot more money, obviously. And he would have taken the $50 and he would have just maybe, put it to lunch. Who knows? Put it to something frivolous that he didn't need. I mean, someone could make the argument. He might have put it to Bitcoin, but I doubt that. He would have put it to some mediocre thing, but then he ended up getting that ounce of silver. Right then and there, he asked his secretary, hey, figure out what one of these runs roughly real quick. The lady said, I see him online for about $35 to $50. That's what she had told him. She had looked online real quick. Are there some online for $30 to $50? Absolutely. Could you find one cheaper? Absolutely. You have to understand that, though, having a chance to get real sound money when you essentially don't know anything about it, that's a game changer. I remember the first ounce that I ever picked up. I would say I still have it right now, but I can't guarantee that, as my stuff it's probably been mixed in by now. I mean, I remember what it was. It was just a Buffalo round. And, so when I get rid of something in trade like that, I end up taking that cash that I would have spent, and I don't go spend that on something frivolous. I don't say, oh, hey, I got a free tire. Now I got $50. I can go to the movies, or I can go buy a couple Starbucks coffees or something. I take that money and I go buy that same ounce of silver, and maybe even a little something extra. Maybe I'll end up getting an extra, silver dime or something just to add to the mix, just so I can say, okay, I got my new tire, I got everything fixed, and I got a little bit more silver than I had before. It may not seem like much, but every little piece of silver does make a difference, and it's going to make a difference. When the price of silver goes where a lot of us know it's going to go, that's it. A lot of people will say right now that, silver's dipping. So the stock market took the hit overseas. We're not overseas, so does it matter? But that was a prime example of how quick stuff can fall. Now, here's the interesting thing that I got to say. In the video, this girl and the news explain that it's because the dollar is strengthening. That's what's happening. At no point did anybody on this video say it's because the economy is slowing. People don't have the money to buy stuff anymore. They are getting squeezed. Because if they say that gets really scary, and that makes people want to just pull out real quick. I know this girl that I was watching too on TikTok, she had basically said that if this goes any lower, if this continues, the bleeding keeps up, she said, I will be forced to sell my position within a day or two and just cut my losses. That's even more scary, because once you pull and cut your losses, you are down. You're no longer up. That loss is sealed forever. They're calling these kids wealth transformers. That's the nickname that a lot of them are calling, because they're transforming their wealth to the government. They're not making money. And I say the government, and they say the government only because literally they had money and now they don't. Where did it go? They basically have lost a lot. And some of these kids are crying. I mean, I can't help to kind of smile a little bit. Not smile in terms of ha-ha at you, but, a lot of us have been talking about this. And it's kind of comical to see them literally bawling. And that's why I had done that short video yesterday where it showed them crying, literally. And then I had wrote, I think Americans are going to be due for some of this pretty soon. There's a rude awakening coming for the youth. The youth now thinks that you cannot lose money in the stock market. It is physically impossible. I have heard this from numerous younger kids, my son's age, and usually like my son's age or plus 5 years. If you're in your 20s, there's this mentality that I'm working, I'm taking my money, I'm putting in the stock market, and I cannot lose. It's impossible. If I go down, all I got to do is hold out for a month or two, and it will be right back up even higher. Anybody that's not putting in the stock market is foolish. That's the mentality that these kids have. That's the mentality that old-timers had in 1920s until 1929 came and wiped out everybody. But here's the thing. It's not just going to wipe out the stock market. See, with the stock market, yeah, you can take a big hit. But at the end of the day, the company still owns buildings, assets. It's unlikely that in the stock market you could lose everything unless you're gambling, unless you're margining your shares. And then if you're margining, your losses can be exponential, just like your gains can be exponential. And that's great when it's going up. But when it's going down, you're taking big hits. But unlike the stock market where you actually have an asset to semi-back the share price, with cryptocurrencies, you have nothing. There's nothing to back a cryptocurrency. Tomorrow, Dogecoin could sink. Tomorrow, Shiba Inu could sink. You know, some people will say, well, that can't happen with Bitcoin. I mean, it probably won't go to zero. But let me pose this question. There's a lot of people that have already are mortgaging their houses to buy Bitcoin at $100,000, or I'm sorry, $93,000 right now at the time of filming this video. These people could be devastated if Bitcoin collapsed to 50,000, 30,000, 20,000. You think these young kids that don't really know any better won't? I hope none of them do anything drastic, but you can remember, or you've read the books, seen the shows about what happened in 1929, when people that had everything literally had no reason to go on. And it's sad. It's extremely sad because a lot of these kids are essentially gambling their entire life savings. You know, when you're investing in precious metals, you're not gambling, in my opinion. I mean, tell me a time when silver went to zero. It hasn't. It won't. You know, I feel bad. You know, obviously none of this is financial advice. Bitcoin could keep going. They're calling for $1 million Bitcoin. I mean, it would be very interesting if we saw that happen. I would have to pretty much eat my words right here on my own show. And I'm not afraid to say if I make a bad call. I have made bad calls before. But on the flip side, investing in precious metals, it's a safe call. There's a reason why governments buy it. And it even scares me a little bit more hearing that government, the United States government, wants to buy 1 million Bitcoin. But here's the thing. That's not in stone yet. They haven't done it yet. That's a bill. Just like the new bill that Texas put out, that they want to go to a gold and silver money. They want to make actual money out of gold and silver. Not, most likely, not your gold bucks, gold backs, whatever. They want to make an actual money coin made out of gold and silver. And I really think that would be very interesting if they did that. I actually just watched a show on that earlier this evening. Another YouTuber had made it, and it was a good show. It was really good. And I think that would be great for Texas, especially because I'm a Texan. It means that what you see in front of you would be real wealth instantly. I mean, it's already real wealth, but it would be nice to see it accepted as money. When people tell me now, it's not like you can take that into a store and buy lunch with it. I can't say that you're wrong. I can't say you're right either, because I have used this as trade at stores, restaurants, businesses. And after that, I started talking with the owner and continuing on talking with them on a regular basis and giving them my thoughts on where stuff's going. And any wise person is going to take all the advice they can get. It never hurts to listen to other people's thoughts. I mean, how can you get hurt? You're just listening. Until you do something, you can't go wrong. You take all the advice you can and make your own financial advice after that. You make your own decisions. You know, but there's a lot of people out there that just are closed off. They will not hear any counter argument to any of their beliefs or choices. And because of that, them are the type of people that will always miss the boat. They can never listen to other people because they can't afford, in their mind, to risk being wrong. But the truth of the matter is, just because you make a wrong choice, I've made wrong choices. Like I said, I'll say it until I'm gone. I have made wrong choices in life, and I've had to answer for them. But if I could go back and change them, absolutely I would. If I could have heard advice that counters that bad choice beforehand, that would have been even better. That's why I always say, learn from other people's mistakes. Don't learn from your own. Nobody wants to make mistakes. You will. That's inevitable. But it's always better when you can learn from other people. And that's why I stack precious metals. It's a long-term investment. It's a good choice. I've heard it from multiple people that are a lot older than me and wiser than me. Some of them I listened to their podcasts, some of them I talked to, and a few of them I was lucky to have roll into my life and give me personal advice on this. And then I started learning, and now I stack. And I think precious metals are going to continue to go up. If next year we see another 50% on gold, you know what that put gold at? That puts gold at $4,000. Anybody that thinks that's not possible really needs to think. And then you have to ask yourself, if gold goes to 4,000, what is silver going to be at? You know, the easy number to say for silver would be, hey, let's do another 50%. That put you at $45 silver. But I don't know, you know, as that happens, that same ratio, then that gold to silver ratio gets even further and further away from real world gold to silver. And then it only makes sense what's going to happen. So once you understand all that, you understand that silver is a wise investment, and that's why I stack. If you guys enjoyed today's video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button for me. Keep stacking. It really doesn't matter how little your purchase is. Even if your purchase is just a small silver dime that a minute ago I had sitting here and now I don't know where I put it. You know, anything is going to make a difference. Any little thing. It could be something even that small. And someone might say a silver dime's not going to make a difference. It does make a difference. It especially makes a difference if you're young, if you're a young stacker. If you're an old stacker, hey, you probably have a lot more than a silver dime. You're probably sitting on a lot more than me. You know, you've been stacking longer. It would make sense that you've been adding up and acquiring. Maybe some of you even have been around since the 60s and you were able to just pick it up out of the cash register. So I've talked to subscribers that actually have done that. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap up here. I thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys again tomorrow on T-Square Talk. Take care, everybody. I paused for a minute because I was about to say on Thanksgiving, and then I was like, oh, is tomorrow Thanksgiving? Actually, is tomorrow Thanksgiving? Let me think here. So today you're watching this on Wednesday. Oh, tomorrow is Thanksgiving. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with a video. I don't know, maybe I'll have some food in it or something. We'll see. But take care. In fact, I know we will have some food in it because I've already filmed it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.